The Duskruin Festival is back in GemStone 4 with glorious golems. This year's festivities will last until September 8th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Ticket sales will be available until the 8th. However, they usually stop selling them early in the day since the grounds close that night. Plan on buying all the entries you want before the 8th. Otherwise, you're going to have to take your chances with the last-minute resale market. This video is going to catch you up on the main parts of the festival this year. For those just discovering or returning to GemStone, there are free-to-play accounts available on the play.net/GS4 website. There are 2 offer codes going on for returning players right now, but you can only pick one, so choose the one that best fits your needs. The first is GS August 2024. This is a special code to be used during August 2024 only. If your account has been offline for at least 30 days or more, this gets you back with a basic subscription for 1 character. It expires at the end of August, regardless of when you sign up though. So if you're going to use this one, do so as soon as you can to get the most out of it. The second code going on right now is the GS Back After 6. If your account has been offline for at least 6 months or more, this is going to get you a premium subscription with multiple character slots. This code gives you 30 days from the date you sign up before it bills. GS Back After 6 is the better code if you've been gone long enough. But for those who took advantage of the February 90-day return code, the current code GS August 2024 is going to be the only one that will work for you based on the time you've been gone. So please come on back and experience Alanthea with us. I've got new player guides and other assorted GemStone videos on this channel. The GSWiki is full of great info, and the community on Discord and ESP in-game is extremely knowledgeable. Join the Discord or send a thought to say hello. So getting to and from Duskruin is where we should begin. Just head to any major town and then type Quest Transport Duskruin 2 times. This can be abbreviated to QTD twice with a space between each letter. This is going to drop you at the Blood-Riven Village Riverbank. This is the room you have to return to if you want to get back to the town you came from. If you're somewhere else on the festival grounds and you're using the Lich program, use the command ;go to exit, and that's going to bring you right back here as well. To leave, just type go wagon. Before we continue, shout out to Urchin Guides that are available for the Duskruin grounds. Urchin Guides are good to have year-round, no matter where you adventure in Alanthea, to make your travel more convenient. Should you need an Urchin Guide contract, there are 30-day versions available on the SimuCoin store for only 25 SimuCoins, and tons of players are selling contracts of various day lengths and prices on the player shops. If you are buying there though, be sure to look at the price and the amount of days before purchasing. Once a contract is active, typing Urchin Guide will list out hotspots in your area, then Urchin Guide location will take you there. Urchin Guide exit will bring you back to this exit room 26905. Moving on to Urchin Guide Bank, this brings you to the counting house. You can get there with ;go to bank or ;go to 24673. This bank will show you the balance from whatever major town you teleported to DR from. Up next we have the Viridian Coil, Urchin Guide Tavern in Lich Room 26841. This is a supernode where you can rest at if you're saturated from a book turn-in. More on that soon. The Urchin Guide Healer at the Nivius Chamber in Lich Room 23797 is where you'll land if you surrender or fall in the arena. Make sure to have deeds on your character so you keep your spells, otherwise you're going to lose them on death. Speaking of the arena, Urchin Guide Arena will take you to the Sands Approach in Lich Room 23780. Lich users can type ;go to arena to get here as well. This is the single-player entrance to Duskruin Arena. We'll talk about how to get booklets and entries in a minute, but the default mode of play is where you type tear my booklet to get an entry, and then go entrance. This allows you to fight 25 opponents solo on a quest for victory, experience, 300 blood script, and a winnings package. Be sure to use every possible tactic you have if you plan to survive to the end. For those who use my Hunt Pro script for combat, you can use ;Hunt Pro style DR Arena after you get in there, and it will do its best to get you to the end. It's going to pray up to 3 times, but you should always jump in if you start taking damage or need to activate emergency class abilities. Vuln Pures, the symbol of mana, is really useful here. It's a good time to tell you about Duskruin Help that shows several options to help manage your DR experience. A special Duskruin Endless mode is available for solo arena. You keep going past 25 rounds until you die or surrender. You will not get extra blood script for doing this mode beyond the normal 25, but there are some titles available, one of which unlocks after beating round 26, a pre-name called Arena Contender. In addition, 1 name per profession will appear on special leaderboards that we're going to look at in a few for whoever can go the highest number of rounds for that profession. The TownCrier shares the names of who holds the top spots daily. Should you ever want to go back to standard mode, just use Duskruin Standard. There is a team mode for the arena where up to 5 people can use 1 entry each to face 25 waves with multiple monsters every round. It is challenging, so go prepared. That entrance is going to be 1 down from the solo entrance, and Endless mode is not available for team play. Circling back to Duskruin Help, check out Duskruin Reward, where you can choose between loot, EXP, or script. The default is loot. If you win the arena, you typically get a winnings package with pawn or gem shop fodder item, or occasionally, if you fight the right opponent, a component for the Golem pet this year. You can choose Duskruin Reward EXP to get some instant EXP instead, or script for more blood script. The amounts are not going to be huge, but over time, it all adds up. Scroll down a little bit until you see boosts. This will let you choose what boosts you get if you want to focus on one particular type, or just keep it random. And finally, for those who are shopping at Hess, the high-end script shop, you'll have some options for managing your Hess certificate activity. If close combat is not for you, consider cheering on others at Urchin Guide Cheap Seats in Lich Room 30355. Use Watch List to see who is competing, then Watch Person, Watch Look, or Watch Stop. While you're watching, you can cheer Person to cheer them on, and when you yell, they're going to hear you. Let's visit those entrance leaderboards for Duskruin Endless with Urchin Guide Leaderboards, Lich Room 23766. Look Wall, then Look Monk Leaderboard to see the top results for that profession. Monks are up to round 36. Paladins are at 231. Savants have yet to get on the board. Hopefully someone will step up to the challenge. Bards are at 116. Ranger 113. Wizard 85. Sorcerer 101. Empath 53. Cleric 175. Rogue a whopping 338. And Warrior 130. That puts Rogues far in the lead, as Monks trail being the lowest scored attempt. Regardless of placement between professions, a sincere congratulations to the leaders in every profession for representing your class in the number 1 spots. Turning our attention to the DR foyer, there's an Urchin Guide Messageboard in Lich Room 23767. The Urchin Guide Scripmaster at the Stygian Annex in Lich Room 23798 is where you'll land if you win in the arena. The other main activity at DR is Urchin Guide Sewers to the Sewer Grate in Lich Room 23759. Lich users can type ;go to sewer to get here too. This is a non-combat activity where you're going to tear off an entry, much like with the arena, and then go great. You get 11 searches here, 1 per room. You'll have to head up and out a short bit to get to the searching area. Just search and then move, search and then move. You'll get some EXP each time you search, but your head fills up faster per entry in the arena. If you're lucky, you could find a Smithy invite, an EXP orb, a rat, or a cache with some serious blood script. The script you can use for this activity is dr_sewers.lic. Make sure to type out .lic when you use the download command so you get the right one. If you want to know how many runs of the sewers and arena you've done, or if you've received a Smithy invite, you can see that info with Event Stats Duskruin. So you're prepared for the activities? Let's get some books. Head over to play.net/GS4 and click Store at the top, or use a direct link to the GS Store in the description below. Sign in and scroll down until you see the Battle Vault and the Duskruin entries. If you plan on playing a certain character in GemStone for the next 30 days, you should acquire a Battle Vault. This has 2 25-entry booklets, 30 Invoker Pills, a vial of Iridescent oil that charges a Gilded Locus for a whole month, and a special Golem piece for the pet activity this year. To make the pet, you combine the chassis with head, arm, plate, gear, and leg pieces you get from the arena and sewers, then finish a quest on September 1st at Duskruin to bring it to life. If you don't want to do that, just break the chassis and get an account-attuned experience orb. There is one more item in the vault, and this item may be the best. A golden scroll that gives 50% boosted experience for 30 whole days. It's character attuned to the person that opens the vault. You can't have more than one active, so no stacking, and they will expire if you don't use them in time. Just analyze to get more information, and redeem when you're ready to play some serious GemStone on that character for 30 days. Are you just coming into the game and need some silver to get you started? Consider buying a book from the SimuCoin store and selling it to another player. Prices will fluctuate up and down a bit, but here's some general figures on what I've been seeing things trading at. An unopened Battle Vault is going to run you 24 million silver. A Battle Vault without the books is 8 million. That's where you accept the vault, redeem it, and then pass the books back. 25 count books are running 8 million silver or 8,000 blood script. I've seen 1,000 blood script selling for 1 million silver and 1 million silver trading at $2.40 USD. Everyone wants books and blood script right now. Books are going to be hard to find and blood script is plentiful, so you could be a multi-silvernaire overnight by helping some community members get the extra books they want. Trading between silver and festival currency is allowed on all official channels. Buyers and sellers converting various currencies or items back into USD, be careful. The market may not allow you to unload massive amounts of anything quickly, and many will be cashing out BS for silver near the end of the event. A reminder, there are some bad actors out there on the internet, so do your homework and vet the person you're trading with if at all possible to stay safe. It is against policy to discuss cash sales on the official Discord, ESP Thought Network, or out loud in-game. Your options are the Player's Corner or LNet Merchant Networks in-game. To chat on LNet, just use ;repository download lnet.lic -- author = Alenthea - online if you don't have the script, and then run it with ;lnet. Then type ;tune merchant, then ;chat on merchant message. Don't forget the semicolon when using LNet Chat Network, and remember, there is no moderation. Should you need to ignore someone who's using saucy language, just use ;ignore person. It is a third-party service, and you are responsible for any losses you may suffer. A tip: you might want to do ;lnet fam window = on to send LNet stuff to the familiar window so you can keep that chat separate from ESP and avoid any confusion. If you need to check your blood script totals or withdraw to trade with another player, just use the ticket verb. Ticket balance shows what you have, ticket withdraw number blood script will take some out, and then you can redeem blood script to put it back in that ticket pool. The arena and sewers both grant somewhere around 300 blood script for each successful completion, but if you don't have time to do all that, just take a pristine 25 count book and turn it into the NPC Gladiator in Lich Room 23779. You'll get 7,500 blood script and 5,000 experience to fill your mine bucket. The key to maximizing this NPC is to be on your Luminous, have an RPA or EXP orb active, and a golden scroll from the vault. You're going to be taking some serious character advancement. If you don't plan on using a golden scroll, you can use boost experience if you have any in place of it. Those are not going to be able to be used if you have a scroll active though. Once you get saturated, just head to the Viridian Coil Tavern. You can even expedite the process further with Boost Absorb if you have any of those available. I mentioned the vial of iridescent oil from the vault that charges a Gilded Locus. Those are going to be attuned to the person that opens the vault, so no selling those. The Gilded Locus is a new relic item that has a unique inventory slot. These are able to be upgraded over time at the major festivals, Duskruin, Ebon Gate, and Rumor Woods. The Gilded Locus itself is free and comes in 3 different base models with 200 charges. You can get one in Lich Room 26904. For those without Lich, just go to Duskruin and then go up. You'll see a half-elven traveler here. The Locus seems like a new type of enhancive item. I mentioned 3 free base models. There's health, mana, and stamina. If you're at the Traveler, just type Ask Traveler for new health, mana, stamina Locus. The website article says you can have more than one, however only one Locus can be active at a time. I got a base mana Locus for Jara to start with. Once you have the Locus, wear it and you'll notice either your health, mana, or stamina went up by 1. So far so good. Remove the Locus and then type Ask Traveler for Add. You're going to get a list where you can pick an enhancive property to add. You can choose to do max mana, health, stamina, maybe some recovery, a base stat to increase, or bonus skill to increase. Each Locus can hold up to 20 enhancive properties. If you fill it up, you'll have to start a new one, or perhaps just go ahead and design multiple loci to be worn one at a time based on your game needs. Platinum and Shattered players are going to receive a 75% discount for this service. For Prime, the first time you add a property at a festival, it's going to cost 5,000 festival currency, so for DR, that's 5k BS. I'm not sure if that's first time per Locus, character, or account, so if you've started building more than one Locus, please comment your findings so we know. If you want to add a second property, the price is going to jump up to 25k currency. The first 2 properties you add each Locus start at +5, so if you pick Survival and Climb this time around, they'd both be at +5, and then at EG, if you try to add a third property, that one's going to start at +1. Because of this, make sure the first 2 additions per Locus are the ones your character would benefit the most from. Once you have your properties added, you can then boost a specific property. The first property boost costs 5,000, second 10, third 15, fourth 25, and fifth 35k currency. Well, what does boosting do anyway? Well, that chosen property will be increased by +1. The +5 is going to become +6. But wait, there's more. Remember, you chose a base model of health, mana, or stamina? Well, that max number is going to go up by 1 for the first 50 times you boost as well. The next 50 is +1 every other boost, and the 50 after that is every third, and so on and so forth. Finally, halflings can one day have over 200 health. Additionally, boosting your Locus will stop charge drain for 30 days, and multiple boosts will extend this duration. Once you have your Locus built and boosted at least one time, that iridescent oil can keep it running even longer. Another new thing this year, Flourishes. On the Duskruin save post page for this year, talks about how this is a new way of adding multiple scripts to your favorite items. Historically, items have been limited to a main script and a subscript. Flourishes will support many scripts on a single item. You can add several fluff or combat mechanical flourishes. Initially, one combat flourish can be active at once, but the future may bring rare opportunities to enable multiple combat slots. If you add 2 fluff scripts to a rune staff and then get confused trying to activate 2 different shake verbs like I did, you're going to need a new verb entirely, flourish. Typing flourish item name will show you any flourishes on it, and typing flourish by itself shows the syntax of how to prioritize your flourish list. This allowed me to move my shaman's rattled flourish to the top so that the shake verb activates instead of the sparks fly one. Even better, the rest of the fluff verbs are unique enough that they all work regardless of my current priority. There are even more fluff flourishes available at With a Flourish. Just go to Lich Room 26838 and then go shop. An example of a combat flourish would be RageArmor, and that could be added to your existing set of armor without taking a script or subscript slot. This is a flourish that grants attack bonuses equal to damage from a creature with a bonus capping at 50, lasting 30 seconds. If you have a weapon with rot flares, you might consider using Flourish Convert with the item in hand to turn the rot flares into necromancy lore flares. Do you have to do this? No. Should you? Maybe? Check out the Discord post from GM Nixus for more information. A link is in the description. You'll want to go to the high-end script shop, Hess, for some of these combat offerings. And while you're there, check out some new Hess services, like converting a spell knowledge item to a tattoo, converting a self-mana item to a spell knowledge item, add greater Rymar scripts, or complete an intermediate transmute to Lethonian leather. Some existing Hess services got updated, like the X per day combiner is going to work on X per day tattoos, and convert enhansive armor accessory to jewelry service will permit conversion of enhansive armaments. Upstairs at Hess is where you'll find greater acuity up to 15x, major enchant up to 15x, lore flares, rage armor, Zelnorn armor accessories, and more. For the lighter side of things at DR, just go to Lichroom 26093 and search gems at 10 script per chance for some gorgeous finds. If you're a blacksmith, aspiring or otherwise, visit the Dwarven Miner in Lichroom 26388. Ask the miner for ore twice. It costs 5 blood script. Put the ore into the crucible, and after some time has passed, you'll be rewarded with a slab that you can craft with. Most everything you get will be pretty common, but occasionally, you'll get some higher quality metal slabs. On the other side of the smelter is the Smithy. You need one of those WPS Smithy invites from the sewers to get in. This is a way to add damage weighting, critical strike, or sighting to applicable weapons to hit harder in combat, or you can add damage or critical padding to applicable armor using currency earned at the festival. Before you get work done, consider talking to the assistant out front in Lichroom 26091. Hold an item in your hand and then ask assistant for estimate, damage, critical, or sighting depending on the year. This will give you an idea of what blood script you need before you go into the smithy. If you have to leave because you didn't bring enough script, you're going to have to reacquire a new invite to try again. Let's talk about claim boxes. The claim verb has replaced gift box. Usually during Duskruin there is a claim gift and claim event available. Claim info will tell you if your account is eligible for any current offerings. These offerings are once per account. Claim gift is free and has 5 entries to Duskruin and a 2-rub account attuned green experience orb. Claim event costs 7.5 million silver and has a 25 entry book that works with the Gladiator, as well as a 2-rub account attuned blue experience orb. Please know that these claim box offerings are a build subscriber benefit. So if you're returning on a promotion like GS August 2024 or GS Back After 6, you are ineligible to claim. Be on the lookout for a wheelbarrow near the high-end script shop with some offerings priced far beyond anything found at Hess. There is no guarantee that Hess or wheelbarrow selections will be the same from run to run. There are very strict rules when it comes to the wheelbarrow, such as all sales are final. So make sure you fully educate yourself on all the terms and conditions before you purchase. I know you're getting those entries from the SimuCoin store, but while you're there, check out the SimuCoin item sale on some common offerings like 30-day encumbrance potions, fixed stats, and spell up pills. The GemStone Wiki has some additional resources you're going to want to bookmark, like the Duskruin page. Here you'll see the August 2024 shop listing. The TownCrier offers 2 great resources: the Duskruin Primer with current and historical festival information, and the Buyer's Choice Shopping Guide. I'll do my best to include reference links in the description showing where I found all this information, both website and Discord where applicable. Please check the Discord announcements, Duskruin channel pins, the TownCrier News Network, and the wiki for updated information as it develops. A big thank you to the game staff for working so hard to put on this festival for us. The hashtag Kudos channel on the official Discord is the place to go if you want to give kudos to anyone or say thanks to staff any time of the year. I want to take time to thank you, the viewer, for watching this video, and all of those out there who played GemStone 4. You all bring life to this world that I treasure, and I'm really grateful I get to experience Alanthea with you. I want to thank my very first patron, Sam, for helping me start my journey and for being a great friend over the years. Thank you to members like Timothy and another anonymous patron who have been with me for 1 and 2 years of consecutive membership, respectively. And thank you to some brand new members like Corlandith and Troy. Viewer and patron contributions directly help me dedicate time to making this kind of content, so please consider joining for $1 monthly on Patreon or contribute one time through Ko-fi. Both links are available on my Linktree. So what's in the works for this channel? You may have noticed a few less videos so far this month. That's because I've been working on the long talked about polar bear script. If you're a Hunt Pro Legacy that joined my Discord server in 2022 or before, or are a TheJaraVerse Discord server member that has contributed financially to my art in some way, be sure to check out the Polar Bear Alpha channel, where you'll find the latest alpha versions of Polar Bear. Between now and the end of the year, I'd like to get out the Profession Overview episode, Town to Town Travel, my 300 subscriber special, at least 2 new coding videos, potentially Polar Bear, and as many additional things that I can get done. For now, I wish you a safe and happy time at the August 2024 Duskruin Festival. Thank you for watching, please visit again, and I'll see you soon.